YouTube, welcome back to my channel, and this is going to be episode 2 of Road to Pro. So since my last episode, I have made some unreal progress, and this is definitely the leanest I've ever been at 10 weeks out. I said in my last video that the standard is going to be way higher at this competition, so I really am focusing on bringing in as much condition as I possibly can. And with the extra muscle tissue that I've made during the off season, which is a lot, I would estimate around 12 pounds, which I was aiming for. I really think I've made some unreal progress. So 12 pounds of stage weight, hopefully, and I'm 5'5", so that's gonna be massive on my frame. So and obviously, with the more muscle you have, the more muscles poking through the skin. So whenever you're leaner, you're gonna look way like your condition's a lot better. Even just with the extra muscle, the condition is already gonna be better. So even if I can manage to bring the fat down a bit more from what I did last time, then that's going to make a massive difference, and really the physique difference is going to be night and day. So I'm going to take you through how I've specifically trained the last year just for Mens Physique. I'm going to take you through my training split and just everything that I've been doing, like just how I've been using progressive overload, where I've been putting my volume throughout the week. Alright guys, so my current split for Mens Physique is chest with one side delt exercise, full back day, and on Wednesday, full arm day. Thursday, I take a rest, and then on Friday, I train shoulders, rear delts, and a bit of chest. So I use dips as my chest exercise, so that gets a bit of triceps and all, gives you a good upper body pump along with that. And then on Saturday, I have legs and take another rest day on Sunday. So the only difference I would say this has from like just a normal bodybuilder workout would be just the volume. Like if I was training for classic or open bodybuilding, then I would probably split legs and do the both days. But legs is getting the least amount of volume throughout the week. The upper half is getting the most amount of volume. So the only difference between me training as a Mens Physique athlete and a bodybuilder would just be training the legs a little bit more, probably twice a week instead of once. And I would divide them into quads and then another day with hamstrings and calves. If you're trying to make your own progress, then I would best stick to exercises that you connect really well with. I don't really like to do like dumbbells because I'd rather just use machines and get the full contraction out of each machine. I feel those are the best, and I feel like it's a lot easier to load up on the weights whenever you're actually using, like you can just get a way better connection of some machines and you can go way heavier. Whereas if you're using like dumbbells for chest press or whatever, I just feel like it's a little bit harder because the dumbbell needs stabilized. Whereas you're using a machine, so the machine's just letting you get the full range of motion and the full contraction, not only on the concentric but also the way back, and that's what's going to yield the most muscle tissue. So making sure that you're actually counting to 3 when you're coming back down the rep, and then using explosive 2-second push and a 1-second pause at the top. So making sure you get full benefit out of your full rep, and not just doing the reps for the pure sake of it, because it's all about getting the actual contraction, going heavy and getting as much as you can out of each rep. So I've been primarily focusing on just trying to go as heavy as possible. So my rep ranges this off season have just been around 6 to 9 reps, along with I'm getting the best of both. So I do one deload at the end of each set, so I'm still getting my 10 to 15 rep range at the end. But I feel like if you really want to make the most progress in the gym with your muscle, then the best thing is to make sure that you're going heavier every week. Because that's what's going to, if your strength's going up, then your body's going to follow. So that's just every week, make sure you're bringing your logbook, or you know what you've done the week before. And it doesn't have to mean every set, just make sure that your top set for each exercise, how you've progressed, and that's what's going to make your body grow. You don't have to switch your training program every week. Like I've just been literally doing the same workout for the past year. I've been making sure I've been coming on and getting the best. I've been progressing and getting just the best out of every rep I could, and it just really makes the massive different sticky things that you get a contraction of your muscle. So now I'm going to talk to you about cardio. So now, last week I've added in 25 minutes 4 times per week on the treadmill, along with my 10k steps. So whenever I do my cardio on the treadmill, I take my Fitbit off, so these aren't getting clocked up on the Fitbit. And my Fitbit will be used to making sure that my activity levels throughout the day are still there. Because the further you're going to prep, your metabolism starts to slow down, your body tends to move more, move less. So if you have a Fitbit, you know your activity's still up there and you're still making yourself move around. So 10k steps every day, that makes sure that your NEAT, your non-exercise activity thermogenesis, you're still moving around a lot more. And then for my scheduled cardio, I'm doing a little bit of HIIT. So I'll do a jog for like maybe 2 minutes, and then I'll take a break, and then I'll do another jog. So this just gets my fitness levels up. This is going to actually help me in the weight section, because I'll be more fit, I'll be able to do my reps better, and more oxygen will be able to get to my blood, and I'll be able to breathe better, because in the off season I wasn't really doing that like much cardio as I should. And this directly impacts your performance in the gym, because the fitter you are, that's going to help you progress at the gym also. So keeping cardio on in your off season is so important. Also for partitioning nutrients, it helps with digestion, and it's really going to make the biggest impact even on your off season as long as prep. So it's keeping that in all year round. It's definitely something that you have to keep on top of if you want to make the best results. Another key factor that I've been making sure that I've been nailing on this prep is something that's so underrated, and that's sleep. So sleep will have a direct impact on your performance in the gym, your recovery. It's going to affect your appetite. So it's going to have a massive knock-on effect on how much progress you make. If you're not getting enough sleep, then that's really, really, really going to be like one of the main factors. Like your sleep has to be at the very, very top beside nutrition, training, and sleep. They're 3 things that you must have just nailed down. And then your supplements always comes after that. So making sure you have enough sleep it's a lot of people don't understand how important it is. So I've been really, really making sure that I've been getting at least 7 to 9 hours. And how I've been doing that is I've been having a caffeine curfew at 4 p.m. So having that caffeine curfew makes a massive difference, especially whenever you're on prep and you're in a calorie deficit and your body's way more sensitive to caffeine. So I think it's got like a 5-hour half-life. So if you're having like 2 cups of coffee or whatever at 4 o'clock, that'll probably still be in your system by the time you're going to sleep. And for someone like me, I struggle to sleep in the off season. So making sure that I'm not drinking too much caffeine after that time really, really helps me go into a deep sleep. And it's not even how much sleep you're getting, it's the quality. If your sleep quality is not great, then that's also going to have a direct impact on how your following day on prep is going to be. And everything has to be 200% for you to perform at your best and make the most amount of progress you can. I really recommend taking the sleep supplement stack from Supplement Needs. That I took that my last prep too, and it really, really does help with your sleep quality. It doesn't actually make you like go to sleep, but it definitely helps you fall asleep and get the best quality of sleep you can. Another thing is keeping on top of your electrolyte balance and like making sure that you have enough magnesium, potassium, sodium, because all that can affect your sleep also, as your body can go on a fight or flight during the night and wake you up. If you don't have enough sodium in your diet plan, that can make a massive, massive difference to your sleep. Alright guys, so I hope you enjoyed the video. If you want me to do more information style videos on how I approach my training and nutrition and things like that, just let me know and I'll do more. I really hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you in episode 3 with hopefully even more shreds. So we are 9 weeks out on Friday, so we're just around 9.5 weeks out now. I'm really excited for it, so I'm looking forward to seeing you back, and till then.